Hey everyone. So Seesaw did a ton of updates to its interface this summer. They really listened to feedback of people and really added in some cool stuff for us to make life easier, especially during distance learning. So they made a whole bunch of new creation tools that I have in a separate video. So go ahead and check that out. And it's about adding video into activities and whatnot. So that's separate. This is more about the management of the actual classroom. So I'm going to walk you through the updates right here. So first off, let me do this direct link for to activity for students. So this is huge. This is huge if you are using Google Classroom to launch your students, or if you have a Google website to launch your students, or if you're using Remind or JoJo to text your students. Before, all we could do was send the kids to Seesaw. And then from there, we would say, okay, check your activities. Now we can send them directly to the activity. So if you go to your activities here, and so these are activities I have. I'm going to come down to the bottom right-hand corner to my sleeping snowman. And when I click on that, I can get student link. So from here, it says, my Wi-Fi is a little slow. From here, it allows me to grab, there we go. This link will take students to complete the activity or to their response if they've already completed this. And they say right here, perfect for an announcement, an email, a Google Classroom. So if you're still going to use Class Dojo, you can send the link. So I'm just going to copy that. And then when I do this, let's say I'm going to go over to a website. I'm going to go, and this is my Google site that I have. I can do like insert the button. Sorry, there we go. And I can say, click here. If I could spell, that'd be good. Click here to go to your Seesaw activity. You might want to actually put the name of the activity on there. I can pop my link in, insert it, and now when they click here, it's actually going to open up, especially if they're on a Chromebook, it's going to open up right within their activity, okay? So that is huge, brings them directly to the activity. So other updates that have been made, sections to do, in progress, and done activities for students. This is a game changer. Okay, this is an absolute game changer. So when a student, I'm going to open up my daughter's account here with me. When a student goes in now and they click, so they start off on journal, right? When they click activities, they get a to do, in progress, and done. How awesome is that, right? So all their work that's complete is in the done folder. To do is anything that has been assigned to them. And then in progress is either activities they haven't completed or activities that you have sent back to them. So again, this is if you're using the home learning code, if you have the free account, or if you have Seesaw for schools. Every kid has their own account. So they have to be logged in as themselves in order to get this. But in progress, we'll tell her she needs to finish this response. To do, these are all the activities that she needs to add a response to. And done, it's going to say right out there that it's done and handed in. How awesome is that, right? Okay, so that is number 2. Number 3, I keep opening up my calendar, sorry. Filter activities by folders for students and teachers. This is cool. If you are using, it's not as mind-blowing as the last one. If you are a teacher that uses your folders, what I can do now is I can go and click my folder right here next to my class journal. And then I have the different activities. So let's say I want to do independent reading. So I'm going to click on my independent readings. This is everything that I have tagged with independent reading. And then from here, off on the side, now I can look for the student. So instead of looking for the student in the activity or looking at independent reading and saying every activity here, now I can be like, I only want Remy's independent reading, and only Remy's comes up. So it's just another way to quickly filter down for what you're looking for. Very cool. Not a game changer, but very cool. Okay, let's see. The next one is print activity for students and teachers. So this is like if you were kind of doing a hybrid model, you could also go into an activity or you were putting it inside of a packet, maybe that type of thing. What I can do is I can actually go from here and I can print the activity. And it's going to come up as a PDF and it's going to look like something very nice that I can put into a folder for a kid or an activity, especially for those kids that are going to have, sorry, it's having difficulty with the print, for those of kids that are going to have difficulty with Wi-Fi access. It's going to print out the entire activity. Obviously, if it's a sort activity, that's not going to look really great, but this will give them the opportunity to look at things. It's being very slow opening up. There we go. So here we go. Sort these sentences about sharks. Are they fact and opinions? And here's the information. So it's down here. So in making activities, you might think if you wanted to print them, making them so that like these words maybe roll across the bottom and you could, draw lines. But this allows you to actually print it out. And then the QR code here allows that parents to be able to scan it if they did want to. So that's cool. That's very cool. I can definitely see it for districts that have limited Wi-Fi to be able to do that. But obviously, these are digital activities, so they don't translate very well to print. And this one's cool. Show all student responses in activity grid for teachers. So when I come back here, okay, and I pick an activity that has responses. Okay, so like this one has one response. Before, when I clicked on it, I just saw this top part. I went to go touch my screen. This top part right here, now I can quickly see each kid that's completed it underneath here. So again, it's just efficiency. It allows you to get to what you're doing just a little bit faster. So you'd be able to now click through and see every kid's. So those are the big updates. Keep coming back to my calendar. The direct link to the activity for students, that's a game changer for me. That's a game changer because a lot of us are not using Seesaw as the way to communicate with kids. We're using some other communication. The to-do, the progress, and the done, that is huge. That is going to be so helpful for parents and for teachers to keep on top of things. That filtering activities and that student responses in the activity grid, that's awesome. It just makes things more efficient for the teacher to find. And then the print activity, again, like I said, these are digital activities. They're not really meant to be printed, but you can print them if you need to. I hope this was helpful. If you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.